Welcome back. Parliament has approved the borrowing of $19,675,000 US from the Caribbean Development Bank for the purpose of financing the redevelopment of the VFort water supply. The project is described as critical to the sustainability of communities in the VFort region. VFort North MP Moses Shabati says an automatic chlorinator is crucial for the dam at Bellevue in order to ensure a clean and safe water supply.
And so we are working to see how we can get an automatic chlorinator, because at times the people of VFort North, Bellevue in particular, Peru and so on, cannot be guaranteed that the water which we are using is properly chlorinated. I say we, Mr. Speaker, because my home is also supplied by this dam at Bellevue. And sometimes, I call WASCO almost every week to ensure that the water is safe. My investigations about this VFort water supply project, Mr. Speaker, has shown that while there's going to be dams, and the dams will be built, as the Prime Minister indicated, on the VFort River, which originates from the VFort North Forest, and while we will have new dams and new pumping stations, I've always been very concerned that the line which runs from Opico to Bellevue, Opico to Peru, and from Bellevue to Peru, those lines were not featured in the original designs of the project. During the consultations, Mr. Speaker, I raised those issues, and my information is that there will be some very huge tanks. The tanks will be placed either at Bellevue or Peru, and pumps will supply water from the new system into the tanks and then to Peru and Bellevue.
And Castries Central MP Richard Frederick supported the motion for the borrowing, however called for a more holistic approach to resolving the nation's water woes.
If we take a piecemeal approach like this, Mr. Speaker, we might soon be borrowing monies for a treatment facility in Babono, or one in Soufre, or one in Labri. I believe that a national holistic approach ought to be taken, just like, the dam situation, Mr. Speaker. And I would like to find out what's going on with that dam, because, that dam, Mr. Speaker, if things are not done in a more expeditious manner, we might soon find ourselves in this country being devoid of potable water. And that's the reality of the situation. The dam is less than 50% capacity now because of the deposits of debris at the bottom. And so, Mr. Speaker, whilst we are lingering, water is extremely important and we need to get something done. So, all in all, Mr. Speaker, I would like to see a national strategy to deal with the water situation throughout the length and breadth of the island, as opposed to the piecemeal approach of dealing with it constituency by constituency. Because I think all citizens of this country have a right to potable water, and we need to do whatever is necessary. That is one time, Mr. Speaker, I would not mind incurring any kind of debt to ensure that the standard of living of the citizens of this country is elevated.
Standard with criticism from the opposition on increases in the national debt and deficit, Prime Minister Anthony chastised members for not putting the national interest first instead of political grandstanding.
What does the opposition want? On the one hand, they will excoriate the government for not providing basic services to the people of St. Lucia, attack the government for allegedly imposing taxes on people, all kinds of things. But yet, when you see you make the effort, you make the investments in improving the quality of life of people, then they oppose the very investments that they're claiming that the government should. No. Where are we in all of this? Where do you stand in all of this? Where exactly do you stand in all of this? And of course, the member for Castries East is so correct. I have listened to and watched these debates about deficit and the relationship between debt and deficit. And all of a sudden, the honorable member has undergone a conversion, presumably on the road somewhere to some kind of Damascus, that he's concerned about deficit. Well. I think we shall remember this debate just in time for the budget debate. That the member is concerned about deficit. Notwithstanding the efforts by this government, the members on this side, to persuade the opposition that we needed to take strong measures to deal with the deficit. Apart from the member for Castries North, the only other member on the opposition who has had the courage to stand out and say we need to bite the bullet and take the measures that's necessary is the member for Castries Central. Never the members of the other half of the opposition. Never.
Authorization for the Minister of Finance to guarantee the amount of 15 million EC dollars for the purpose of financing the Urban and Community Roads project was also given.